Hello everybody! My name is Sophie and welcome back to our Christmas video! Woo! Christmas special! Christmas! Merry Christmas to everybody! Hope everybody is having a wonderful Christmas. If not, then I'm sorry. Hope it gets better. And if you're not celebrating, I hope you're just having a great time anyway. Happy holidays. I don't really know how you say it in English. I have made the executive decision to sacrifice my sanity for you guys' entertainment. And I thought, since I already did Bookmas. That's like Christmas present enough. That was really and strength. No, I did make a promise during Bookmas that I was going to do a 24-hour reading vlog of dark romances, and I just couldn't manage it during Bookmas. And so, to make up for it, I said I'm going to do it on Christmas. And so now that's the consequence of my own fucking dumbass speaking whatever. As you can tell, I'm really excited for this. I love dark romance books. I love books. I've already picked the books we'll be reading, so I'm going to explain the rules to you, okay? This is going to be a reading vlog, and I'm going to be reading dark romance for 24 hours. I'm going to do a timer on my phone that goes for 24 hours, and I'm going to have it run even when I'm sleeping. He knows when you are sleeping. How does he know that? I have an energy drink. It's 9 p.m. right now, and I'm committing to finishing 3 books. So God wills. I will be starting with Twisted Love by Anna Huang, and then I will also read after that Hooked by Emily. I don't know her last name. And then the last book that I'm going to start, and I'm sure I'm going to finish the first 2, the last one I don't know. That's gonna be, I forgot the name. Thank God we have our trusty Kindle. I can just look it up. All of these books are on Kindle Unlimited, guys. Don't make the mistake and go buy them in the store. No. Haunting Adeline, yes. I think that's the worst one out of the 3. That being said, it's also the one with the most pages. That's why I'm reading it last. Even if I won't be able to finish it in this reading vlog, I'll finish it on my own. And normally I do rant reviews on all of the books I read, so you guys let me know whether I should do full reviews for all of these books too. You're going to see my thoughts. This is going to be spoilers for all 3 books. But if you want my in-depth thoughts, I will be taking notes simultaneously to do like full videos on the books. I have never read dark romance. I actually did. I lied. Never mind. Rewind. I read A Touch of Darkness. I read sometimes. I just don't know what I read. Sometimes I just don't know. But just dark romance, period. Not with fantasy, just contemporary. That I have never done. Never done until this day. Let's crack this one open. Why did I pick these 3 books? Quite frankly, I picked them because they were on Kindle Unlimited and I didn't have to pay for them because I'm already paying for Kindle Unlimited. And also because I was aware of all of these existing. Because I've seen them in the bookstore, I've heard of them before. And so I thought it would be a good idea to pick those. What do I think they are about? I don't know. Since I've never read contemporary dark romance, I imagine, and I don't actually know the plot of any of these books. I didn't read the description. I wanted to go into it with a fresh mind. Not fresh. What kind of mind do I have? Silly? Just without any prejudice, I wanted to go into it. That being said, I imagine that all 3 of these books are about rich, like billionaire men degrading and being disrespectful to women. I just can't imagine that women would let themselves be degraded by a brokey. That's where my thoughts come from. Like, if he's a billionaire, if he's rich and he's hot, I don't mind if he abuses me. That's kind of like what I think dark romance books are about, if I'm being honest. Like, that's what I'm thinking. So, I hope this will be super fun for you guys. I put myself into this. I announced it and now here I am. Once again, feeling lost. My dear book haters, I have to give a shout out to my members. I have members on my channel. They are called the Book Haters, and they get exclusive benefits on my channel. They get my videos a day earlier. Not this one. We'll talk about it. They get exclusive shoutouts in my videos. They get to vote on my next reads. They have access to content like my Ruby Red movie commentary. They get stickers in the comments. Peace and love. Peace and love. Guys, I couldn't manage to get this out on the 23rd. I'm so sorry. Today is Christmas. I'm still editing this. Program kept crashing. PC kept crashing. Just the screen's turning off. I'm sorry. I promised in the next year the planning will be better. So I actually get every video out to you a day early, but I really tried and I couldn't do it, and now I feel really bad. I hope you forgive me. My members are Haley B, Ashley Ranger B, Mrs. Preminger, Trinity ELW, Clara S, Kushimita, Deja, Queen Sif, Courtney, Asteria, Haley Charles, Grace, and Lacey Lace EDC. I love you guys. I love you so much. Again, I hope you forgive me. I know I'm promising things and I'm not delivering. I'm sorry, but it's Christmas. Please forgive me. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a torture. Bye. Okay, guys, should we just start reading right away? I already opened Twisted Love. I guess the main character's name is Ava. Or why not? I don't have anything to say about that. Twisted Love is beloved by a lot of people. And I think it gets like severely more deranged and unhinged as I go on. Like after this, Hooked I think is worse than this. And then Haunting Adeline is the worst out of the three. So I think it's a good order to go. Kindle says that it has an estimated reading time of 5 hours. So that's absolutely possible for me to finish this just in one sitting basically. But I do need to take a shower because as you can see, it's hair wash day as always when I film. I didn't charge my camera, so let's just read until it is empty. What the fuck? Oh my god, guys. I'm saying I'm going to do a 24-hour reading vlog. I didn't even fucking start a timer. That's not really nice looking. I don't know what I'm reading. I don't really know what I expected, but I just... nothing. Literally. All I knew was Alex's parents had died when he was young and left him a pile of money he'd quadrupled the value of when he came into his inheritance when he came into his inheritance at age 18. The writing was very difficult for me. I know that all romance books and contemporary books are written like this. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. What is for me though? I don't know. He invented a new financial modeling software in high school that made him a multimillionaire before he could vote. With an IQ of 160. Oh my god, I didn't even continue reading. Oh my god, shut up. I don't want to read this, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't want to read this. I cannot take this seriously. I'm sorry. I don't know. This is just so silly to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I read ridiculous fanfiction when I was younger, so now I have like a different view on it. But this is like, with an IQ of 160, Alex Volkov was a genius, or close to it. He was the only person in Thyre's history to complete its 5-year joint undergrad / MBA program in 3 years. I'm not American, so I don't know what that means, and I'm not impressed. And at age 26, he was the COO of one of the most successful real estate development companies in the country. He was a legend and he knew it. Albert Einstein IQ. As smart as Einstein? He is? Allerdings muss man bei allen diesen Werten sagen. So everything above 160 you can't really determine because there's not enough people to like compare it to. So she had to go with 160 because that was the highest reasonable number. Oh no, I only have 23 hours, 52 minutes and 18 seconds left. I'm scared. And she's just a fucking dumbass, but probably she has like huge tits and a big fat ass and that's why he's into her. I don't really know. Like, I never really get that. And truly, I think it's because I read too much fanfiction when I was younger that this like does not appeal to me anymore. I don't know. Camera's already dead, so I'll leave you with this. She says, no one says, I'll say, stop. Alex's fingers curled around the steering wheel and my wild hormonal mind latched onto how beautiful they were. I feel like getting horny over the way hands look and fingers look is like just something that's so fanficky too. Like never have I had a conversation with anyone in real life, and I mean this with peace and love, where they were like, oh yeah, I absolutely, first thing I look at is a man's hand. Like, cause I get it, kind of, but it's like, I feel like there's other things. He needs to have a fucking issue. Well, probably does. He probably is like really mean. He needs to have like a small penis to kind of balance everything out. I'll get back to you guys with fresh hair. What? What the fuck is this? Just a dude. He's literally just a dude. What the fuck? Oh man. I wonder if people like this actually exist in real life. I'm What? I feel like this is like not this. I don't think Jesus would approve. This is not very holy to be reading. Next year I'll read the Bible as So what? Your parents got murdered. My tummy hurts, and I'm being very brave about it. Girl, shut up! I mean, what the fuck? This is a business dude, and he keeps saying shit like, the girl and her sunshiny smile wouldn't last a day in the real world, where monsters lurked around every corner, and people hid their dark intentions behind masks. I was sure of it. You're literally just a dude. Like, I can't stop thinking about this when I'm reading contemporary books. Like, who are you to be fucking thinking like this? I'm having the best time. Guys, what the fuck is this? Stop! Stark terror. Dark terror-drenched Ava's voice. No help! 5 seconds later, I turned on the bedside lamp and was out of bed, gun in hand. I love America. I love America. Long live the king. That's the wrong country. He got the Glock on his bedside. I love Americans. They're so silly. I don't know what's going on, guys. I feel like I'm a little like Delulu. I don't know what it is. I just feel like so... I don't know what I feel. Silly? Maybe it's truly because my tummy hurts. I'm gonna make myself a tea soon, but I'm gonna finish this chapter first. 25% in, by the way. I didn't tell you guys what was happening, but like there's nothing... Or basically, I don't even have to tell you because you can probably imagine how this story is gonna go. But they're getting closer now. I mean, I'm already 25% done, but fuck's sake, you know. Closer together. They just had a movie night. He's like, fuck, I don't want to think like this about her, but then he does, and they're just like getting closer together. There's nothing else happening. Also, he wants to kill the dude that killed his family, but I don't really care about that much. For all the talk about sex and how good he is at fucking, I just want to read a sex scene and judge it for myself. Okay, it's 1:15 midnight. I'm gonna keep reading. I have 21 hours left. Honestly, I thought it would be done quicker with this, but I keep having to stop because I don't know, I just can't pay attention for that long. But so far I'm really happy that this book is like something that I can make fun of easily, because some of the dialogue is just so random and I think what? I don't know if this was Ana Huang's first book. Let me see. All I've Never Wanted was her debut book in 2013! All of my books are interconnected standalone, so you don't have to okay, whatever, I don't care about that. But this isn't her first book, because I don't even know how to explain this. The characters' intentions and thoughts are so random to me, because she keeps going on and on about how the dude is so hot and sexy, and then in the next line she will go, not like I care, or I never thought he was hot, because she's known him for 8 years and she has not ever in those 8 years thought about him this way. I don't really know how to explain it. It just doesn't make sense in the story. Guys, I don't want to think about this too hard. This is really ass. But that being said, I don't know when this came out. If she released her first book in 2013, I'm afraid I'm afraid. Oh my god, this wasn't even close to her first book. She released 4 before that, if I'm not mistaken. Then I don't even want to know what her first 4 books are like. Oh my god. And are girly. But you know what? I'm happy that she's slaying. But I do have to say, looking at the covers more closely, because there's discreet covers, I would call them, and then there's the ones with the dude on front, where he's like this. They're really fugly, especially the green one. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I'm so tired. All my energy is getting drained. Okay, let's read some more actually, now that I'm at it. I really want to drink a Tito. I have to prove myself to you guys. I can't give up. Why is she touching his hard cock all of a sudden? A brief image flashed through my mind of what Alex must be packing beneath his bed. Who, pray tell me, is your type? And she goes, I scrambled to think of a safe answer. Ian Somerhalder. This is a really niche fact that I'm going to tell you, but I cannot see Ian Somerhalder as attractive, and the reason for that is that my aunt is obsessed with Vampire Diaries and obsessed with Ian Somerhalder and Damon, so much so that she named her dog Ian. We're German. There's not just like Ian's walking around outside. Except her fucking dog. Don't tell her I told you this. This is between you and me, okay? Huh? What the fuck is going on? He closed the distance between us and I gulped, holding my ground even though I wanted to run. My nipples hardened. I scraped against my bra. And my skin flushed with arousal. Isn't that hot that he's standing in front of you? I don't know about that. How long do I have to read until they start fucking realistically? Because, I don't know, I feel like it should happen soon because I've 36% in. I deserve a little treat. Since it's already late, I'm gonna go into my bed and continue reading that, and we'll see how far I get before I fall asleep. Honestly, I truly believed in my mind, in my little mind, that I could just finish this like in 2 hours. At least I washed my hair. Can you see how shiny it is? I know you missed it. And then I'll update you tomorrow morning, except if they start fucking, then you'll get an immediate update. Because that's something we don't want to miss. They're just making out for the first time, but I just had to laugh out loud yet again. I just had to lol, like she put it in the fucking book. She put lol, the expression LOL, in her book. Who says that anymore? Peace and love, like, do you guys use that anymore? I don't. When I was younger, I used to say lol all the time when I was talking. I also loved the movie with Miley Cyrus, The Big Bang. That's the song. No, that's not the song. That's in the movie, but what's the song? I walked across. Anyway, they're kissing. It's his birthday party, and what's been happening, you don't care about it, but they kiss for the first time because it's like a birthday kiss from her to him, and she gives him a kiss and he's like not doing anything, and then she like licks his bottom lip, and now he's I'll read it out to you. I gasped when Alex yanked me toward him and deepened the kiss. His hand fisted my hair and tugged, forcing my back to arch, while his tongue plundered in my mouth. Not the romance you were thinking of, is it? He growled. His thick erection? No! He's like, I'm gonna kiss you more roughly, and you're gonna be shook by that. Because for some reason, since she's such a happy person, she can't be into rough sex. My nipples could cut diamonds? Okay. What the hell were you thinking, he bit out? Did you think we would fuck in the kitchen while your friends are in the other room? That's not the worst thing I would have ever read, but that being said, did you not kiss her back? I'm trying to save you, Ava. From what? From me. I didn't respond because how was I supposed to tell the man determined to save me that I didn't want to be saved? Girlie, we're in the contemporary romance! It's not that deep! 45% done. What time is it anyway? 1:30 a.m.? I'll get back to you guys when they change their minds. Okay guys, we have several things to talk about, okay? The first one is, I didn't think this through. According to my timer, I only have 6 hours left for reading, and a bitch is busy. So what I think I should have done is I should have literally just stopped the timer whenever I wasn't reading. So I would have been straight up reading for 24 hours, only stopping the time when I'm reading, and then I pause it whenever I'm doing anything else. We're learning for the next time. But you can't tell me anything, okay? Because this is my video and I make the rules. I do have to announce to you guys also, as I said, I have 2 announcements, that I am 95% done with Twisted Love. Feels like a fever dream. Genuinely, I have no, like, everything happened in that book, but also nothing. That being said, I saved the last 5% for you guys. I'm gonna recap to you what happened in this book. We had a dude and a girl, and he was really mean, and she just thought he was cute. Then they fall in love, even though he's like, you shouldn't fall in love with me, I'm a brutal man. We don't know why. We don't know why. Turns out, and I think this was really poorly done, like all of the, I don't know, again, I think this is a standalone since I read that on the website. The other books are probably going to be about the other hot friends. Of course, they're all hot. One of them is probably going to be like about the princess friend. She has a friend that's a princess. And her bodyguard is what I would say. Am I right? I'll look it up when I'm finished. But she's setting up all of these different stories, and so I think this book, especially because it was only 350 pages or something, was very rushed. Okay, we'll finish the last 5% later together because I'm literally gonna leave now. We'll finish it later together when I'm back home, and then we'll also start, because I definitely want to finish for this vlog also the other book, Hooked, because it's very short, and then we're gonna start Haunting Adeline together. So this is just a reading vlog now. Fuck the 24 hours, I baited you. Anyway, what did I say? They fall in love, and I think that, oh yeah, I said it was short, but the things that, or the themes that she was trying to explore and the plot that she was trying to implement needed more pages or needed to be better written, period. I don't know, guys. I'll talk about it more in my review, but it's like, I don't know, the plot is kind of odd. It's like his family was killed by a man, and he believed that it was the girl's dad, who also has a business, who hired a killer to kill his family, and then he found out that it wasn't like, that's why he was in their life with her brother, he was his best friend and shit like that, so he could get into the family and destroy his life and business, blah blah blah. And then he actually ends up falling in love and becoming friends with the brother. So like it started out like that, but then it wasn't that anymore, and then it turns out that it wasn't even the dad of this girl, Ava, who killed them, who hired to kill us, but his own uncle, who then raised him after his family was killed because he wanted to take over the business. And it's like all really dramatic, and then he kills his uncle after he kidnapped Ava and the princess. I don't really know. Genuinely, the plot, and there's a lot of time skips also because this takes place over a year, it does not flow. You're literally just moving from one dramatic scene to the next dramatic scene. There is no interlude in between. So it just feels like you're being thrown into different scenes, but they're not intertwined. It is very funny to read because of that. That's also why I was laughing so much yesterday night. I was also a little delulu, I have to say. Because you were getting from one random scene to another random scene, and then the lines that the characters say and think also just come out of nowhere. He will say something and she will say, "My core is wet." And she wasn't even thinking about him in that way one sentence before that, you know what I mean? So it's like all very abrupt. Abrupt is a good word for this book. She then moved to London after they broke up because he killed his uncle, and then he said, "I fucking, you're not good for me," or "I'm not good for you," one way or the other, I don't really know. And she moved to London for an internship, and he followed her to London, and then he quit his job, and for an entire year he was just following her around London after her internship. What else was he doing? Nothing. It's so weird. It's like, you're a grown man at that point. At the end of the book, I think he's 28 or 29. You're almost 30. Get a fucking life. That was really mean, but just like, it makes sense in the concept of the book. Like, you don't have to have a life if you're 30, but like, his life is really pathetic. Anyway, that being said, they just decided that they are gonna be together, and now they're gonna fuck in an art gallery, and we're gonna read that when I'm back home. I finished the book myself. I'm sorry. I had so little left. What the fuck was that? And I just really wanted it to be over with, you know? Because theoretically, if we were sticking to the 24 hours of reading, it would be over in an hour, and I only read one fucking book. So I'm gonna start Hooked right now by Emily McIntyre. I finished Twisted Love. I'm gonna give it a rating on good stars. What the fuck? On Goodreads in a second. You can guess my rating. Take a guess. If you guessed 1 star, you were correct. Honestly, guys, I'm very disappointed in that book. As I said, the second book is actually the one about the fucking princess best friend who starts fucking her bodyguard. This book was not even as spicy as I imagined. I don't know if people talk about it and then they say, "Oh, it's so super duper spicy." I'm not really sure what people say about it because that's not my sphere that I converse in. But I thought it was super boring in the spice terms. Like, I think they had 1 sex scene, or was it 2? No, I think it was literally just 1 sex scene that was super explicit, and that was out of his perspective. And then you have some other scenes where, for example, I think he's fingering her, and then you have another one or a few where they start fucking and she's like, "Oh, he slides into me," and then the chapter ends. And you know what I mean? Like, I've read way spicier things with way more sex in it, so I just expected way more out of this. Also, the dude literally killed 2 people. Like, why is this a dark romance? Anyway, I expected way more from the book, and my rating is going to be 1 star, as I said. And I think my review is going to be Alex... What the fuck was his last name? I think I'm gonna write Alex Falkoff is an Andrew Tate stan, because I truly believe that's true. I don't fuck with this hair. I'm gonna start Hooked by Emily McIntyre right now. And that book is less pages than this one. I think it's just about like 300 pages. I'm gonna check. And then I'm gonna see how much I can read tonight. That one I'm definitely gonna finish tomorrow. But I do have other things to read. Do you guys want to see? But don't make eye. I got an ARC. Did you believe me? I didn't. I got this from a bookstore. I talked about it on Instagram, but this book is coming out in the US on the 26th of December, I'm pretty sure, or 27th. And then in the UK, it's coming out on the 3rd or the 4th of January, and which I don't understand. Peace and love. In the book, it says release is 2024, and I said in my Instagram story, I said, "Guys, do you want a review of this? I would upload it on release day." I probably lied. I'm sorry. Release day would be the 26th, so 2 days from when you're seeing this video. Do you guys want to be bombarded with videos? Because my ranking video is also coming on the 31st. You're just gonna get me for a week straight, basically. But I'm gonna start reading this tomorrow so I can get that out. I'm gonna try on release date for the US. If not, it's gonna be release date for the UK, because this is the UK version. But it is 400 something pages, 415. I didn't even fucking want to read this. You guys told me, actually nobody told me. I posted on my Insta story, do you guys want a review? And then 2 people voted yes, and then I bought it. For anybody who's been the villain in someone else's story. How many pages is this? Hello. Information about the book. 312 pages, 5 hours and 2 minutes reading time. I hope this is a little bit more spicy, or I don't really know. I just hope it's a little bit better, because Twisted Love, honestly, I'm really disappointed. Also dual POV, which I feel like is the theme of these books. But this woman, sorry, I don't know anything about the author's date. I don't know if they're problematic or anything. There's a playlist for this book. The first one is Lost Boy by Ruth B. You know who listened to Lost Boy by Ruth B when she released it from a snippet on Vine to an actual song when it came out and bought it on iTunes? Guys, Lost Boy, Ruth B, Control, Halsey, Heathens, 21 Bad Romance, Lady Gaga. This is gonna be ass. Let's read the first line. Oh, author's note. Hooked is a dark contemporary romance. It is an adult, factured fairy tale. It's not fantasy or retelling. Fuck! I thought this maybe would be fantasy. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read with redemption and a bad guy turned into a hero, you will not find it in these pages. Once upon a time, ... It feels different than I thought it would. Killing him. Oh my god, I actually don't want to read this. The first actual sentence, the first chapter is, I've never been to Massachusetts. Me neither, girly. No idea why I would go there anyway. I don't know what is in Massachusetts. Guys, I really don't want to read this. I don't know, Twisted Love was just like such a waste of time. Anyway, I'm gonna read this until the camera runs out of battery, which is probably gonna be really soon because I forgot to charge it. Hooked, Emily McIntyre. Let's go. Another man that kills his uncle? What's up with uncle killing? What's going on? Nice prologue. Oh my god, you can't be fucking serious. The prologue is the main dude killing his uncle, his evil uncle, apparently. And then the main character says her mom's dead and only her dad's alive. And she has a brother. It's literally the same as the last fucking book I read. I'll tell you once they start fucking or something, I don't really know. You guys know when I come back what's going on. I'm so confused about the book. What else would I be confused about, girl? So it's a Captain Hook X Wendy retelling, but not fantasy and just in the real world. And he's super horny for Wendy because he is a drug dealer that kills people, and he gets horny thinking about killing people, and I think her dad was responsible for his family dying, and so now he's like, I'm gonna fuck her to get back at her dad to destroy him. So the same plot as the book that I just read before this, but this one is like a few levels more unhinged. This is like what I imagined when I was saying I want to read dark fantasy, because honestly, this dude was like, I imagine fucking her on top of her dad's dead corpse. What? It's like those excerpts I always see on Twitter where you're like, how the fuck did anyone write this? Like, how the fuck do people come up with this shit? Now, me and Ace, we both don't know what's going on. I asked him, he said, girl, what are you doing? He's watching over me. He says, girl, you need help. But they are just out on their first date, on no base at all. Why do I have a package in my bed? Christmas is around the corner. So let's see if this scene is sufficient. What am I saying? Oh, my Kindle is almost empty. 5%? He takes that 5%. Anyway, as I said, they're on their first date right now on his yacht, and they just ate, and she's like, I want to know you. I want to know what's inside here, your heart, and blah blah blah. And I'm wondering now, because I know that there's more books in this series, if they're also standalones or if this is like a continued series, because I think there's like 3 or 4 more books. Not sure what's going on in those 3 or 4 more books, but I just want to know what's going on right now. So let's see if they even do it, because I don't know, they just started making out, and so I was like, I have to get the camera for this. And this is 28% in, by the way. I'm really slaying this, guys. I'm really in a mood. I just love reading dark fantasy. I did post an update on me reading this, and I said, I'm so excited to read this. But only one person liked it, so that's a little embarrassing. Oh, I don't think they're gonna fuck, actually. She's just grinding on his lap. Grind that sweet little pussy on me. And 8,655 people. 8,655 horny motherfuckers! Mark this. I actually have never said the word motherfucker out loud, I think. That was like the first time premiere. Fuck, guys, he's kinky. He squeezes her neck. She's into choking, guys. She's so kinky. She's so crazy. Well, is he gonna put it in? What's going on? What's going on? This is taking too fucking long. Guys, I'm sorry, it's always something. My SD card is full. How do I look? I got this new lip balm with color, and the color is there, but I feel like it's a little too much for me. Guys, it's literally like 24 hours later. I had a really busy day. I went to work at 6 a.m. and then I was just out all day, you know? I did some last minute Christmas shopping. I went to the gym, had to drive my boyfriend around. That being said, I am almost done with Hooked. And I do want to start reading Haunting Adeline with you guys, even though I'm only gonna read like the beginning of that book, just so I can see what the vibe of that one is. Because so far, it's been a really weird ride, I think. With Hooked, I haven't told you guys that much about it. I'm literally 91% done. We're gonna finish it together because I want to know how this ends. If this is a standalone, I don't know. But that being said, it's so weird. I don't know if this was the author's first book. I say that about every book just to give them the benefit of the doubt. Every single thing was so predictable, and every character's motivation was so explicitly spelled out to you on page and repeated over and over again that I was you know? Because does she think I'm fucking stupid? Especially if she keeps repeating the same shit over and over again. Like, I get it. The two main characters also get on my nerves, both the dude and the girl, because they are both being so stupid about every single situation. And there's so much, I feel like the color scheme going on is not giving. There's so much sex in this book. Ugh. I know with the other one I was like, I thought it was gonna be more, but this is just like straight porn. And it's like the same thing over and over again. Not serving anything. It's not serving. Where we are right now is the big plot twist at the end. The main dude had a bar that burned down, and he always thought that his main enemy was the girl's dad. Of course, like the last book that we read, literally. And he imagined that he was responsible, which he was, for his parents' death. And I don't know. He was his arch nemesis, okay? And now it turns out there's a different kid on the block, and it's his bartender or barkeeper who he used to fuck, who's now running her own shit. And he didn't know about this up until now. And also what else happened is that the girl is getting kidnapped by her dad's girlfriend, Tinkerbell. Because this is a retelling. Not really sure what this has to do with Peter Pan, except for literally the name. Alas. I'm just skipping over the end now. I really want this book to be over. It was such a short book that I feel like there's nothing to say about it, because literally I think 50% of it is just them fucking. Oh my god, Smee betrayed him? This is so out of the blue! Oh my god, Smee is his cousin. I hope that the girl, like Wendy is the girl, I hope she actually gets shot in the fucking head. With peace and love, of course. But I feel like something dramatic has to happen here. Shoving the gun in her mouth, not something they wouldn't do in bed, you know what I mean? So whatever. This is so boring. I don't give a fuck about anybody. Like, literally, they could all die, I wouldn't mind. Everybody just got shot. Except Peter and Hook. Why? He has a secret brother. Are all dark romance books the same, guys? We have to start Haunting Adeline together, honestly, because I can't believe that this is so similar to the last book that I read. The dad is now confessing that her brother is the illegitimate child. Hook's brother, half-brother, that's the right one. And he's not his own child. And in the last book that I read, that was also the case. But there was the girl, the main character, who wasn't actually the daughter of the dude. This is so boring. That's kind of weird that she fucks her half-brother's half-brother, no? That's like kind of... Epilogue, 2 years later. Do we think she's pregnant? We didn't know it then, but she was pregnant when we buried her father. Girl, there was like no female interaction in this book except the very beginning, before she started dating the dude. There was like a side character that was just constantly so mean to her, like insulting her, calling her, I don't know what she called her, it was so long ago, I don't remember. And now he's saying, oh, they're now best friends. She came around after she started dating one of my employees. What the fuck do you mean they became friends? Okay, it's over. It's fucking over. That was so fucking disappointing. I don't know if this was Emily McIntyre's first book. Definitely wasn't her last. I feel nothing towards this book. We're gonna go dark. Oh. Haunting Adeline has 500 something pages, so definitely more. So let's start reading that immediately because I have no thoughts at all about the book that I just read. Peace and Love, like, that was such a waste of time. Okay, I've settled, gotten comfy. Let's read the important note that comes before I start reading. None of these conspiracies derive from anti-Semitism? What the fuck am I about to read? This book ends on a cliffhanger. Nobody cares, girly. The contents are very dark with triggering situations such as graphic violence, human trafficking. You know what? I don't even know if I can say all of these things out loud. But it just makes me wonder why it was written. Like, why do we need a book like this in the world? I don't know how to put it without being mean. But like, why do we need this fucked up shit in our lives? Let me just look at like a 5-star review really quickly or see what the rating is on Goodreads. So I kind of know what the vibe is and then we'll see how much I read. For you guys. I think this is a duology, right? It has a 4-star on Goodreads. Okay, that's very interesting because the other two that I read had under 4 stars. I feel like this is going to be very unhinged. As I said, we're going to start reading this and I'll give you like a final update tomorrow on how far in I am and what I think, but I will not be finishing it in this video. So if you guys want like a separate reading vlog on it, where I talk about the rest and like my experience in reading it, then you let me know in the comments. It's a psychological thriller with dark undertones, so it's very triggering, guys. There's so many disclaimers of like really vile things. I think this is like 18 plus. So if you're not 18 plus, why are you here? Leave. Have an extra set of panties on hand, one review says. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know if I want to read this actually. Again, like, I just don't. Do you love this angle, by the way? I just don't get why we're writing books like this. Peace and Love. Is this book necessary? Prologue. Chapter 1. The Manipulator. I only know The Undertaker. I would rather read a book about him. Oh, this is really boring. When does he show up? I don't care. She's talking about her fucking house for 10 pages. I don't care about the fucking house. I'm skipping to talk about the fucking house. Fuck off. Girl, I don't care about the house. Shut up talking about the fucking house. Very fancy page divider. What kind of book? She's an author. What kind of books does she write? What kind of books does she write, girly? Oh my god. He has 1 dark eye and 1 light eye. Oh my god. You're a hot 26-year-old woman with freckles? Like, what? Okay. A great pair of tits, and an ass to die for. Thankfully, she has big boobies. I feel like pointing out the freckles is so odd. Is she a ginger? I'm really sleepy. Oh no. The fuck? Merry Christmas. I have to wrap the presents while I'll tell you about, Haunting Adeline. I've now read 20% of the book, and I'm stopping there. Honestly, I'm just really bored. Also just because this book is so unrealistic to me, and the main character, the girlie, I don't know her name. I don't want to know her. Adeline. That's literally the name of the book, bitch. That could never be me. I could never be her. And that's a good thing. I don't want to be her. I don't want to be like her. The dude is stalking her because he saw her at a book signing because she's a super successful author. And he starts stalking her and leaving roses in her house because he's a hacker. And so when you're a hacker, you can also just open any lock. Like, that comes with it. You're also like a locksmith, I guess. And he keeps leaving her roses in her house. She keeps calling the police to report on him. And because he's a hacker, he keeps deleting all of the information that they gather about him or the situation. But don't worry, guys, he does stalk her and he does kill the dude that like fingered her. That's like the last thing that happened before I stopped reading. But it's okay because he only, since he's a hacker, he only kills people that do like trafficking. So he's a good guy. He might be stalking her, but it doesn't matter if the people that he kills are worse than him. Also, the dude that fingered her, of course, was also a bad guy who beat up his ex-wife. So there we go again with the, as long as the other people are worse, because he's never beat up his ex-wife, then it doesn't matter. He can stalk her, he can control her, whatever, it doesn't matter. Also, he's hot. This book is over 500 pages, and I just want to say with Peace and Love, I think this is what the young people are saying now. There's just a lot of yapping. There's a lot of talking going on in this book. It's getting on my nerves. I keep having to skim it because I just do not care. How cute is this wrapping paper? It's a little Christmas man. Why the fuck did I just call him a Christmas man? In German, the literal translation for Santa Claus is Christmas man. Weihnachtsmann. Christmas man. That's why I said that, but that's kind of weird. Anyway, there's just a lot of talking in the book by all of these people. She lives in a haunted house. Also, her grandmother had a stalker and she was allegedly or probably killed by that stalker. And she finds her grandma's diaries and then figures out that she was also stalked and blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of talking. There's too much talking. Or the stalker is now torturing the dude that just fingered her and like saying, I'm gonna kill you, like you're a bad person anyway and your family sucks ass and you beat your ex-wife. Why did you do it? Blah blah blah. And they keep talking and talking. It's like obvious. And if he doesn't kill him, you know, peace and love, then I'm wrong. I'm not gonna continue reading for a while. But it's like leading up to the fact that he's gonna kill him. So why are they talking that much? Why are you talking for 10 pages? I don't know. But it's like obvious that he's gonna end up killing the dude because why would he let him live? And then it makes me wonder why you're talking to him for 10 pages. And like, it's too much talking. Get it done. But you know guys, that's the reason the book is so long, because they just keep fucking talking. So if you guys want me to finish that book and like want an actual review on it, I can absolutely do that. Absolutely. But I would have to make a separate reading vlog on that because I'm not gonna finish it. I want to get this video out on time, and so if I keep reading more and filming more, it won't be out on time because it just takes so long to upload, sadly. Now, what do I think about dark romance after reading 2 1/5 of dark romance book? They're really fucking boring. Maybe not even that, not even boring. I don't know if that's the right word to use. I don't know anything about the main character in Haunting Adeline, but just the fact that I read 2 dark romance books and the family situation in those books were both the exact same is like really telling of the genre. I don't like the themes, the way that they talk about women and the way that these men think about women. It's not for me. That's not how I think about women. All the men are rich, all of them are smart. And I feel like in that genre, in the dark romance genre, you're gonna get a lot of like similar books just from me reading 2 similar books. I think that, and you can tell me if you're more versed in the dark romance genre, that most of them like play out the same. And I think that's also why when I was younger, the one genre that I read almost exclusively and enjoyed the most was fantasy, because I felt like every other genre was just every book of other what the fuck? Books of genres like dark romance or just romance in general, like fiction without fantastical elements, they are always the same. Characters are the same, there's nothing new most of the time, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. If you don't mind that and you still like the genre, that's amazing. So happy for you if you are able to enjoy this, reading the same story over and over again. I'm so sorry, but like I think a lot of fantasy books also feel that way to me now that I've read a lot of them. I'm happy the 24 hours that turned into 3 days are over. You guys let me know if you want full reviews on the books. I took notes for all of them. I'm also taking notes for Haunting Adeline, and we can start into the new year with a bunch of reviews about dark romance books. I hope you have a holly jolly Christmas. You have happy holidays. I hope you're just having a good time. I will be trying to read Ruthless Vows, the sequel to Divine Rivals now, and get that out before the year is over. But if you don't see that, don't be mad. If you don't be mad. I'm trying. But the ranking video is definitely coming out on the last day of the year to wrap everything up. So thumbs up from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stay happy, you stay healthy. Peace and love. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.